is happening? Welcome back to the Past Alive. Thank you all for tuning in. Tonight, we are doing the weekend recap on a Wednesday instead of the normal Sunday or Monday night because I had some family in from out of town the last few days. I've been pretty busy doing stuff, and I just have not had a chance to make this video. So tonight, we're going through everything that I found Saturday and Sunday. Primarily Sunday, I went to a few antique malls and flea markets. I brought back a bunch of cards, got some what I think are pretty awesome deals on some sets. I'm going to share it all with you tonight. And we even have some novelty items, some vintage toys, a good bit of those too. So the first I'm going to show you on my way to the Altoona or Duncansville flea market. I stopped off at a place that's about 20 minutes away from my house and was hoping to find some cards, and I was about to leave empty-handed, and I came across somebody that I have bought from before, said hello to him, and he's like, you know what, I actually have a leaf set in my car that I'm looking to get rid of. And I'm like, is it 90 leaf? You know, fingers crossed. And he's like, yeah, I think it is 90 leaf. So I walked to his car. He's like, I think all the major stars are pulled out, but I'll sell it to you for $5. So I was like, I'm definitely interested in 90 leaf, one of my favorite sets ever. These were very expensive when they came out. I think they were like $5 a pack back in 1990. They had some pretty awesome rookies that you could pull out of here. So I grabbed this. I was flipping through it as I was kind of BSing with him before he walked away, and I started seeing Clemens, Fisk, Glavin, Larkin. So there's a bunch of stars still left in here. You got Nolan Ryan, Greg Maddux. So for $5, I was pretty happy to come home with this. Craig Biggio. I didn't even actually flip through the whole thing yet. Boggs. I'm curious to see if like Griffey second years. Here's McGuire, Smoltz second year card, but I did see an Olerud rookie card that was not taken out. The Frank Thomas, obviously the big one. I don't think Sosa will be in here. Here's Bonds, Matt Williams, Sandberg down there, Canseco. I'm not trying to make this video super long because there's a bunch of stuff to show you, but there's Puckett, Bo Jackson. Just out of curiosity, I'd like to see if the Griffey or any other rookies might be in here. You also have a Larry Walker rookie card in here. There's a Henderson, Tony Gwynn. But I'll never pass on a 90 leaf set. There's something missing there. Number 180, it looks like. Whoever that may be. Eddie Murray up there. Cal Ripken Jr. Probably passing over some Hall of Famers, but Tim Raines in the middle there. Another card missing. It looks like it's number 220. Is that Frank Thomas? Honestly, cannot remember. Olerud rookie card. It's definitely a nice one. Ben McDonald was a big one back in the day. We have number 245 missing. So I'd guarantee it's going to be Griffey, one of them. No-hit king Nolan Ryan. I mean, definitely still left a lot of meat on the bones in this binder. So let's see if there's. I'm curious to see if Larry Walker might be in here. Sosa, I could see Walker being in here. Sosa definitely being taken out. So I mean, there's several. I see a few blank spaces here and there, but I have duplicates of all these cards. I already have this set up. I picked this set up a few years ago at an antique mall for, I think it was also $5. I think they had it for $25, and no one bought it for a few weeks. It was reduced to $5, and it was only missing the Griffey, which was crazy. And I ended up finding the Griffey at a flea market like a week later for, I think, $1 or $2. So you can't beat 90 leaf for $5. Junk wax era, but definitely not a junky set by any means. I love the design. But it looks like they're, you know, the best names taken out: Sosa, Walker, Frank Thomas. That's to be expected. But they left the Olerud in there at the very least. And all of the stars, one seems like, are the majority of them. So $5, I would never, ever turn that down. So I was pretty happy once I left there. And I went up the road about another hour or so and stopped off at a big outdoor flea market. And the first guy I came across had singles. And this is probably going to perplex some of you, but I bought some football cards. He had, I think, 2 or 3 binders, and I think everything was $1 a piece. So I started flipping through it. I'm like, there's a lot of vintage in here. For $1 a piece, Thurman Thomas rookie card, junk wax era, but I have this one. I think mine might have, I don't know, some blemishes or some ding corners. Not a very expensive card, a few bucks at most, but still Hall of Famer. And it's in nice condition. And how about this iconic card? He had 2 of these. The 90s score, football, baseball, Bonos for $1 a piece. Will never, ever turn that down. I thought that was pretty awesome. Len Dawson, that's a 1972 tops. And these, like, I mean, they're not in really bad condition either. Archie Manning, I think it's a 73 tops. And of course, I came across this. I'm like, that's sick. Bruce Smith, Hall of Famer, rookie card, 1986 tops. This one has a little bit of a ding corner, but I don't care. For $1, I bought 2 of them anyways. This is one I didn't have in my PC, my multi-sport rookie box. I'll probably keep this one, and I don't know. Like I said, wasn't passing on it for $1. And a 1971 George Blanda, and a childhood friend of mine growing up. His name was Julian. He always claimed that his uncle was George Blanda. I never confirmed that, but he always said it. As a kid, I didn't know who George Blanda was because I was always a baseball fan, but I think a 71 Blanda for $1 is a deal you really can't turn down. So that was the first thing I found at the outdoor flea market, and I was walking around some more, and I ran into somebody that I always see there. He's always set up there. Very, very cool guy. He has a pretty popular Instagram. He's into a lot of the same stuff I am. Retail, old defunct retail stores and things of that nature. His name on Instagram is Vintage 80's Icon. And I'm going to link it in this video if it allows me. If not, I'll put it somewhere else in the description. But very, very cool dude. And he always has good prices. But yeah, he had a few things that caught my eye immediately. And if you know me well, you know I can't pass this up, even though I think I might have it already. They made so many different colors and variations of different lunch boxes with the same exact sticker on it and artwork, but I don't think I ever read one at the very least. Mine might be orange or blue or something along those lines, but this is a sharp looking real Ghostbusters lunch box. He had it for $25, which is a reasonable price to begin with, and it has the freaking thermos with it, so I wasn't leaving that behind. The odds of me finding real Ghostbusters stuff in the wild is very, very slim. I never come across it. If I do, it's dirty, loose figures. It's never any like novelty stuff really, or things like this in nice condition. So I bought that one, and he told me I could have it for $20. So very, very cool dude. And he also sold me this vintage Turtles kite, original Walmart sticker on it. I thought $5 alone for a Turtles kite from the late 80s is a pretty awesome deal from Spectra Star. They made a bunch of different cartoon character kites back then. I know they made a real Ghostbusters kite and a bunch of other stuff. 1990 this came out. It's actually, you see the wood is busted, but still in the original packaging. I can't fit it all on screen obviously, but it's a pretty freaking cool collectible. So I got the kite, the RGB lunchbox, and he even threw in a board game. I don't think it's complete, but it's one you may remember. I'm not going to be able to probably fit it on screen, but I'll show you very, very quickly. It is Shark Attack. How many of you guys remember this board game? It's one I don't think I ever had as a kid, but I always wanted it. And I think I have 2 of them now, so maybe I can combine what's in this box and the one I have and maybe complete one of them. But pretty awesome game nonetheless. Check them out, Vintage 80's Icon. Thank you for the deals, man. It's always a pleasure to run into you. The next thing I found while I was walking around there, this is probably the most busy I have seen this flea market, I don't know, maybe ever. Definitely this year. But there's lots of collectibles there, always cards. I came across this awesome piece of pop culture history. And all you can see is probably dirt on his face. But we have the baby from the hit TV show Dinosaurs that aired in 1991.
Not the mama, not the mama, not the mama, not the mama.
And come to think of it, I don't know if the baby was ever considered or classified or specified as a boy or a girl, now that I think about it. I haven't seen the show in so long. As a kid, I loved it. It originally aired on TGIF. I was a huge fan of this show, and I think a lot of us were, but I could not pass on this, and it is a pull string talking. I don't know if it says more than that or not. And it's still somewhat works. Most of these turn into chipmunk voices over time, but the guy said he wanted $15 for it, and I walked away at first, and I'm like, you know what? That's such a cool piece. I don't know where I'll put it. I honestly don't have that much more room for random stuff that, you know, things I don't really collect that much, but stuff that I loved, obviously. So I walked away, and I'm like, you know what? I had a second, I had a change of heart, I should say. I went back and I bought it. And if you look at eBay comps on this particular plush, they've sold recently loose for $100. I think I saw one recently for $100, one for $150. There's ones that are in the box that are like $200, maybe plus, but this one's got a little bit of dirt to it. He would definitely join the dirty plush collection that I have going on along with Pee-wee. But I'll give him a cleaning, and I will definitely hang on to him. And then I went to the indoor antique mall and bought some more sets. So the first one I came across in there, this guy always has a ton of wax, a ton of sets, and 91 Bowman, one of my favorite sets ever. I think it's an awesome set. It's overproduced, of course, but you have 5 Hall of Famer rookie cards in this set. I can't think of another set that has 5 Hall of Famer rookies in it, off the top of my head at least. You have Bagwell, you have Mussina, Jim Thome, Chipper Jones, and Ivan Rodriguez. But $10, these are like $30 all day pretty much on eBay comps. So it's sealed. Couldn't pass on 91 Bowman for $10. I will never pass on that. And again, I reiterate my statement there. Got a bunch of binders there too. What do we have here? A $10 binder, and it's 91 Bowman. So the complete set of 91 Bowman in a binder. And there's Ivan Rodriguez rookie right there. So a while back, I'm like, you know what? I love early 90s Bowman sets. There's Tim Salmon rookie. So you don't just have Hall of Famer rookies in there. You get a bunch of other ones as well. Jeff Bagwell, Javi Lopez is in here. I used to love this set. I used to buy a bunch of these as a kid. Mussina rookie card down there. But all in nice condition. They all look like they're pack pulled. You got Jim Thome rookie right there. But I was always like, you know what? I should put that in a binder someday. I just never did it. Well, I bought it in a binder for $10. I don't think that's a deal I could turn down. I think the Hall of Fame rookies alone are worth more than $10. So had to grab that one for my PC, and then looked through some showcases there and pulled some stacks of cards out, and I came across this. And I'll never turn down an Ichiro rookie card for $6. It's 2001. It's Upper Deck. It's the vintage. Obviously not as valuable or as desirable as his Topps rookie card, but it's still an Ichiro rookie card. Future Hall of Famer for only $6. So it's definitely one I have already in my rookie box. I think I have a couple of them, but again, a deal you cannot pass up when you come across it. And also, I think another maybe it was the same dealer there, he had like a 2-column box or 1,800 count box of random packs, mostly football, but there's some 07 update in there. And I was like, you know what? I'd like to rip some packs on the weekend recap. So let's rip some packs and should be fine. I think 07 update, I think probably the best card is Lincecum rookie card. I think Lincecum rookie card's in there. The 2-time Cy Young Award winner. We got a gold in here, looks like. The black border, I was not collecting in 07. Zach Greinke. Scott Spezio. Remember being pumped on him back in the mid-90s. There's a Sosa. The gold card, Michael Barrett. These ones are numbered out of 2007. But sleek-looking cards are just very difficult to keep in nice condition without whitening of the edges and corners. Second pack, we got a Jeter inside here. These are 2 for $5. I'm like, you know what? I'll take a shot, see if I can pull a cool insert or something like that. We got a Sosa in here again. And look at that, Tim Lincecum rookie card. That's pretty freaking awesome. Buy 2 packs and get the best card of the set. So that's pretty freaking awesome. Not in the Hall of Fame, but definitely an awesome career. There's Adam Wainwright. And we also got a Mantle insert card. So a whole bunch of these home run numbers. Lots of cards in that set, obviously. And there's a Jeter. So second pack was a Redeemer there. Lincecum and Mantle inserts. So not too shabby at all. And the last thing, I forgot to show you guys this, but this is one of my favorite things that I bought at the outdoor flea market. And you guys that have been around my channel for a while, you know that I love Hills Department Store. I went there all the time as a kid. I used to buy baseball cards there. I used to buy baseball cards at Kmart. There's a place called Greengate Mall in my town that I adored. I loved it so much. I try to collect as much stuff as I can from there. So there's some retail things that I do collect from places I love, Children's Palace being another one. But it's not all that often I come across Hills things in the wild either. And this is a shoehorn from Hills, and it's in great condition. I think I paid $25 for this. So couldn't pass it up. I'll add it to my random defunct retail collection. Probably put it in my toy room somewhere. And that was really about it for Altoona, unless I forgot to show you guys something, which I might have, who knows. But when I came back on Sunday evening, I found an ad on Facebook Marketplace. There was a guy that said he had a yard sale. He was advertising he had cards. And what I saw in the picture, I saw like junk wax sets and stuff like that. But I figured I'd take a gamble and message him anyways and say I was interested. And I stopped by his house. and we sat out in his yard talking about baseball cards and baseball in general for a while. He brought binders out. He had a lot of junk wax stuff that I wasn't interested in, but he brought some vintage binders out, a lot of 50s, 60s in chronological order. Very good condition for a lot of the cards, very clean. There was a lot of commons, but there was definitely some stars mixed in there. I think I saw maybe like one Mantle of 62 that was pretty beat up, rounded off corners, paper loss in the back. But he did have a Nolan Ryan rookie. I tried to make a deal for that. He was not having it. The first year he said he started collecting and buying packs with 68, so he did not want to part with any 68s whatsoever. So I did not get the Mantle, but I brought back a few singles of rookie cards, and he didn't have any penny sleeves, top loaders, nothing like that, so he told me to put them in this 88 score wrapper. So I bought a Billy Williams rookie card, and I have all these cards already, but you never know. I feel like my Billy Williams is cut worse than this one. The 61 tops Williams, there's the back side. Pull these off the screen to build up some sort of suspense, but definitely a decent card nonetheless. That was $10. This one was also $10. It's a 69 tops Raleigh Fingers. Now this one definitely has a crease in it. I have seen this card sell for like $75 at card shows. Not actually sell, but be advertised or whatever, or displayed for $75 at card shows. A lot of times, vintage at card shows nowadays, the prices are exorbitant. They're ridiculous and way overpriced, inflated. But typically in good condition, they can go for that amount. This one has a crease right there, but it's $10 for a Hall of Fame Raleigh Fingers without his stash. I have it already, but I picked it up regardless. Maybe it's nicer than what I have. A lot of these older rookie cards I bought a while ago, years ago, and I wasn't too concerned about condition. So if I see them now for a good price, I pick them up, I compare them, and then go from there. The last one, a Ron Santo rookie card, and this is a 61 as well. This one definitely has a little bit of a crease to it, as you can see there, but it's like, I don't know, it's weird. It's like you can see it, but you can't feel it, and it doesn't go the entire way through the card. But still, Hall of Famer Ron Santo, 61 tops. Love those old gold cups. I decided to pick that up, and I thought it was a pretty good weekend. I got some neat stuff for my PC, and I'm curious to know what you guys think, what your favorite thing was that I picked up, and just drop me a comment down below. I'd love to hear from you guys, and hopefully I will have a new Jam Packs video for you tomorrow night or Friday. So thanks again, guys. Have a great rest of your night, and I will see you all very soon.